Alright, I'll show you what I just caught that bass on. Here's a little ditch off the main river channel. And yeah, there's a few sitting right there down about 12, 13 feet. And yeah, made one cast, caught one, and I'm about to get out of here. We'll try to hit it at some point tomorrow. But there was another guy fishing it this morning, so it's not as sneaky as I thought it was, but we'll try to hit it at some point.
Welcome to our channel. My name is Annie. Shooting, fishing, and outdoors. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Good job.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, April 18th. It's Good Friday, and I'm headed to Lake Guntersville. Today is pre-fishing practice day for the Castin and Catchin tournament. Ethan and I are signed up for it, and it's going to be May 3rd. Yeah, we're 2 weeks out, so a lot of things can change in 2 weeks, but this is pretty much going to be my last opportunity to pre-fish ahead of this tournament. My mom's having back surgery this coming week, and we're going to take care of her. We're just not going to be able to get out and go. I might be able to get out May 2nd, the day before, but we'll see. I honestly don't know right now. But today, goal for today is to try to find some fish, find a good area or two for the tournament. I got a few places in mind, and a few places I've caught them before, but just not this time of the year. Honestly, I usually fish down lake, and with my little boat, I'm not running all the way from Scottsboro down to Guntersville. So I'm gonna be fishing up in this area, Scottsboro. But anyway, yeah, hopefully we can find a little area. Like I said, my goal is to, if I catch a few in an area, pull up the trolling motor, go try another area. I want to try to find a few different spots, so hopefully it'll work out. I'm not trying to necessarily catch a big one today. I just want to find some areas with fish today. Square bill action up here. Dumped it. That's what I'm talking about. It's a keeper. Barely. These keeper. Alright, little square bill. Boy, he thumped it. We'll shallow run the square bill over the top of this grass here. It's a little shallow point. Let's see if we can get another one. Should have gotten up here a little earlier. It's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna just fan cast this point a little bit instead of dragging a worm. See if I can just be efficient and get in front of another one while we have this early morning bite window. Another one. Okay. Alright. Hey, look, the whole thing, like I'm trying to find some fish. I mean, these aren't monsters by any means. But if we can get 5, you know what I'm saying, and then go hunting for like a big one, I better get my pliers or I'm gonna be another one. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, like it's just not something they see very often up here. There's some shad jumping over there. We may have a little bit of a shad spawn up on this little shallow point here. Some shad jumping over there. Yeah, shad jumping over there. All right, number 3. All right, number 3. 3 keepers. They're no size, but right now I'm just trying to find fish. So, all right, little update. Pulled up this little point. A little late getting out here too. Caught 2 on a shad looking square bill, caught 1 on chatterbait, and the wind's kind of laid down now, so I feel like that bite kind of died. So anyway, I'm going up shallow here, and I'm gonna just throw this swim jig around this on this very, very most shallow milfoil before it like gets into the dirt, and to see if I can get a reaction bite and get one with this swim jig. It's so still, I feel like the chatterbait and the square bill is just too much here. So anyway, I'm just gonna take my time, go slow. I'm just gonna work my way around this pocket. There's another little point over there I kind of want to hit. There's 2 boats on it, so I'm just gonna kind of work my way that way. If they're still there, I'll just fish around them, right around the back side of them. But here we go. Wasn't what I was trying to do. I mean, all right, so there's like 3 or 4 beds right here, and there's bass on them. This one's got about a 6-pounder on it, and I don't know if it was the buck that had it earlier, but one of them had it earlier. I had a little Crush City cleanup crawl in there. Picked it up, I set the hook, and like he took the the actual bait, but didn't hook him. And anyways, I saw another one fanning over here and cast over there and caught the buck. So anyway, I'm gonna throw him back here and see if I can catch another one. But a little drop shot, just kind of dangling in their face, and caught one. I may have to let this one right here rest for a second and come back to it. A nice one. Nice. It's still not as big as the one that is right there. It's a nice one. It's probably a 4, 3.5 or 4. All right, I'll tell you what I just did. I just scanned this point. I didn't see any fish, but honestly, like I saw some little irregularities, little holes in the grass, but then it drops off pretty good into deeper water. Kind of like a nice place to throw a jerk bait. So first thing I did, I picked up that huge glide bait, threw out there, chopped it back and forth, and they're there. I had like 3 or 4 nice followers right on the glide bait. So even though I didn't get a bite, I know there's bass here at this point. And this is kind of, honestly, this is kind of like an offshore kind of spot. It's not like main river ledge, but that gives me some intel that there's some bass. It's like I said, April 18th, it's already some bass starting to push out. So even though I didn't catch a fish, gained a little information. All right, I'm on a little offshore spot. I forgot to hit record after I stopped it. I've caught 3 little guys on this little spot. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer. If there's no size here, I'm gonna just move on. Just no size on these fish out here. Alright, I'm not gonna do this much longer. Onto something. It's definitely not something I think a lot of people are doing. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of where we're at in the spawn and everything. So it's April 18th. I've seen some bass spawning. Saw a big female on there too. But right now I'm looking here, there's tons of fry. Right here is a little fry garter. And that fry looks like it's about half an inch maybe? Yeah, about a ½ inch long. So, yeah, just to kind of give you an idea of where we're at. Hey guys, it's the day after. I edited the clips from the GoPro this morning and realized that I missed I missed 4 of my catches yesterday. I had turned off my GoPro. I was just kind of scanning them for a while, and I was just trying to save some space on my SD card, and I just forgot to turn it back on. And anyway, so I apologize for that. I missed a few catches, but I'll tell you what I caught them on. One of the little offshore spots I hit, I could see some bass, and the little hump came up to about 10 feet, and you could see the bass up on top. Unfortunately, they were all small, like really small. But yeah, I was throwing this. This is a Megabass Vision 110 plus 1. This is, I think, what you call Ito Tennessee shad, I think. But it's kind of got a translucent belly, and then it has some flash on the sides here. But it had some sun, had some wind, and that was a really good color. And they were biting it. I was getting some bites. It had quite a few followers too, but they just were all small. So anyway, missed some catches, but really they were small, so I really didn't miss much. The one that I hate that I missed was a punching bite. It was really cool. Actually had this put away, and man, I was in this back of this little pocket, and there was some eelgrass that had kind of matted up in the back, and something just told me, it's like, man, you need to punch that, just see. And sure enough, like, I caught a really nice one in the back of the pocket on this setup right here. This is a Crush City cleanup crawl. I got 1.25 ounces punching weight on there, and then a 4/0. This is a VMC Redline, the straight shank. I really like that hook. But yesterday it was weird. It kind of turned into, I caught most of my quality, besides the nice, the 4-pounder I caught, there was a bed bass, a bed fish. Most of my quality fish yesterday came punching, which is crazy to say for April, but literally I was just kind of throwing to little isolated little areas, or punching through heavier vegetation, but where it was kind of like hollow underneath. But yeah, caught some pretty good fish. I'm gonna show you here my baits that I used yesterday. Okay, first couple bass that I caught yesterday came on this guy right here. This is a Yozuri 3DB square bill, and I really like this square bill. I don't know, it just has a really good thump to it. It's just what I've gotten used to, and I got confidence in it. I put a VMC bladed treble on there just to give it a little extra flash, and yeah, that's what I caught the first 2 on. I'm probably gonna buy a couple more of these just to have, just in case I lose this one or whatnot. But I forget this color, but this color, and then there's another one that's like a sexy shad looking color, I really like. All right, caught another one on this chatterbait right here, just a gizzard shad freeloader on the back. We had some sun, so anytime I have sun and some chop on the water, I like to use the chatterbait that has the more flash, the more metallic blade on it. If it's cloudy, I won't use this, but if I got sun, I go to this here. Just anytime I can benefit from a little extra flash, I feel like it's something to it. So that was my chatterbait that I caught the 1 bass on with it yesterday. Caught a few on this jerkbait here. Like I said, it's the Megabass Vision 110 plus 1. Like I said, I think it's the Ito Tennessee shad, I think is what it's called. But like I said, it's got that translucent kind of undercarriage there, but then a little bit of metallic on the side there to give you a little flash. Caught a few on a drop shot. Just a kind of a Morning Dawn looking color. I think this is Morning Dawn Red Flake. I don't know that that matters as much because, like I said, those two I caught were on bed. Really like that hook. That's that VMC Finesse Nico, and that is a size 1. It really pairs up nicely with that 6-inch robo worm. I did catch one bass offshore on a freeloader. It was pretty small, but did catch one scoping yesterday. And then what ended up being the big surprise of the day was punching. That ended up catching quite a few. Ended up catching some quality bass, 3 really nice quality bass on this setup right here. And honestly, I was kind of limited in some of the places. I was gonna kind of further try to punch some other areas, but it was so windy that I really couldn't effectively do it. I really think those areas could be really good if the conditions are right. So it's something I'm going to consider for the Castin and Catchin tournament. But yeah, it's something that I'm going to consider for the Castin and Catchin tournament. If the conditions are right, and number one, it's got to be clear and sunny. If we have clear, sunny, calm conditions, I really think I can catch some quality bass punching, but it's all about the conditions. Right now, like I said, we're a couple of weeks before we fish this tournament. I'm kind of thinking, like I said, a lot of things will change based on the weather. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to probably hit that point that I fished, throw that square bill. I'll probably put a owner flashy swimmer for Ethan with maybe like a 3.8-inch Kitech on there. Let him be kind of just fan casting while I'm fan casting the square bill. Hopefully we can go there early and get our 5. Maybe there may be a shad spawn bite going on there too. I saw some shad flickering around. I do think a shad spawn bite could play a role early. So we're probably going to hit that point first thing. And then from there, there's 2 offshore spots. Actually, there's 3 in that area that I may check. And then once if it is sunny and calm and clear, about 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, there's an area I'm probably going to go to and try to punch. And hopefully we have our 5, and once I go punching, we can kind of coil up and maybe have some substantial weight. We'll see. I don't know. The weather's going to dictate. If it's cloudy and rainy, I'm going to have to reconsider everything. But right now, that's my thoughts. All right, guys. It is the day before the Castin and Catchin tournament. And I'm just kind of checking my starting spot here. Shit. This guy, bless his heart. Variety, but I see some bass, some largemouth mixed with them. hopefully we can get on this spot. That's 3.5 probably. It's a nice one. Alright guys, I think I found a starting spot. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get on it. And anyway, this is the last stop for today because it's a storm right there. And I see a view down here. Let's see if I can catch one. See. Alright, last stop, and that's maybe a 3, but hey, it's a school down. There was someone fishing this earlier today. I couldn't get on it, but we'll see. I'll try to hit it before the day's over. Alright, I'll show you what I just caught that bass on. Here's a little ditch off the main river channel. And yeah, there's a few sitting right there down about 12, 13 feet. And yeah, made one cast, caught one, and I'm about to get out of here. We'll try to hit it at some point tomorrow. But there was another guy fishing it this morning, so it's not as sneaky as I thought it was, but we'll try to hit it at some point.